In today's coaching session, we're talking about how to create psychological safety in your school as a new principal. So welcome to my community, everyone. My name is Daphne Walbridge from the First Year Principal. And if you're new to my community, I help first year or new principals and aspiring principals thrive as conscious leaders. So, psychological safety is paramount and should be your top priority when starting off as a school principal. If you're coming into a new school, so you're an outsider coming into a new school, it'll be doubly important to create this psychological safety for your staff. And today I want to share with you a few tricks, a few ways you can do this as you're starting off. The first idea you have to have in your mind is that your teaching staff, your support staff are looking to you to see whether or not you have their back. They need to know that you're going to be around if there's an issue with a parent, or they need help with resources or tooling up because they're lacking a skill, and they need to gain that area. They need to gain in that area of expertise. So you're going to be the go-to person for everything. And right from the get-go, as you step into the school as a principal, they're going to be evaluating you to see whether or not you're up to the task and that you're able to create this psychological safety. So today I want to share with you a couple of strategies you can use. They're very simple, but highly effective to help you create that safety. The first, of course, is to be present. Now, we talk about presence often in these videos. I talk about being present very often, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's very important. The staff needs to know that you are available, you're accessible, you're transparent, and you're authentic. So, how can you do this? Well, basically, have an open door policy, which is always very important. But more than that is to even do walkthroughs. And I've mentioned walkthroughs in some of the coaching videos, but to be able to be comfortable, walking into a classroom, letting your staff know that, listen, I'm going to be popping in regularly to say hello, to connect with the kids, to be available for you if you have any questions, and just to have this sense that you're part of the fabric of the school as a principal will automatically create psychological safety because they can see that you're physically accessible. And oftentimes what will happen is that they'll have questions. Oh, by the way, I have this new lesson coming up. There's a few resources I'm looking for. Do you know if we have any money in the budget for this? Or can I reach out to this colleague and maybe invite her or invite a parent to give a special lecture? Like, these types of conversations can happen often just off the cuff and can save a lot of emails for you and can show the teacher that you're there to help her out, to be available to her so she can have her professional needs met. So that's a huge step towards building that psychological safety. They know you're around. Even walking the hallways in the morning and greeting the teachers, going into the classrooms before the students arrive is a great way, because there too, students, teachers, or educational assistants or early childhood educators or whoever's in the school will say, oh, there's the principal. I'm just going to ask a quick question that I've been meaning to ask her because I need to clarify certain aspects of the day or the timetable or whatever. So being physically present, even though you're tearing yourself away from the computer and from your emails and your growing to-do list. And I know it's easy to hide behind all those tasks and just because you want to get things done. But when you step away from the office, during specific moments of the day, key moments of the day, such as, the morning, for example, it sets the tone for the day, and it allows your teachers and your staff to know that you're there, you're physically present, and they can access you. So that goes a long way into creating psychological safety. And the second way to do this is by consulting your staff and seeking direct and specific feedback. Because the staff needs to feel that they are being seen, they are being heard, and they're being validated. You know, if you're looking at a hierarchy, you know, the teaching staff and the support staff technically they're not on top of the hierarchy, right? They're at the mercy of the many decisions that are being made day in and day out by administration. And that creates in someone a sense of that they don't have a certain control and that they're at the mercy of this big system. And it creates unease and it increases stress in the staff. So a way to counter this is to consult as much as possible. Now you can consult in small groups, one-on-one, or you can, you know, consult a larger group through a survey. But when people are consulted, when you seek feedback, when you go and seek out expertise among your staff members and get their help to initiate a project or to complete a task, this is going to put the ball in their court. They're going to feel a higher sense of self-efficacy, and their confidence and their sense of well-being will increase. And that's what you want. And that's, again, pivotal in creating psychological safety. So those are the two main practices I wanted to share with you to help you as a new school leader build that solid foundation of psychological safety. And once that is well entrenched, then you can keep building on that, and you can ask more of your staff, and then they'll ask more of you, and it'll be a nice synergy. The synergy will develop organically. In closing off, I experienced this when I became a principal in a JKK school. And I remember my mentor at the time had recommended that I send out a survey at the beginning of the year. I sent it out actually late summer. And just that one action, seeking their input and consulting them right from the get-go, allowed me to gain a lot of insights and knowledge as to what the school culture was, what their needs were, what they were looking for in a principal. And as a result, I was able to make sure I met those needs. And it allowed me to have some great conversations with my staff. And from there, we started building the trust, the foundation, and people felt safe, they felt happier, they felt validated, and we were able to flourish together. So that's my wish for you. I hope this little coaching video was of service to you. I would love to get your feedback on this. Are there other ways you can think of? There are many ways, but what other ways you can think of to boost the psychological safety in your school? What supplemental action would you take? I'm curious to know. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, or you can reach out through direct messaging as well. So you make sure to check out thefirstyearprincipal.com if you're looking for other resources. I have a lot of freebies there to help aspiring principals become principals, or to help new principals thrive as conscious leaders. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.